Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XDC, and once again, this is the 7-day chart. Honestly, I thought we would start moving upward based on people getting into XDC right before digital trade goes live tomorrow. But here we are still sitting at around 5 cents. It's very undervalued compared to where we're going. I can't stop stacking this cryptocurrency because I know at some point in the future, we're going to be able to borrow against our XDC. We're going to be able to lend our XDC out. We're going to be able to earn passive income from it. And, you know, $24 seems very cheap for XDC. Actually, you would probably get about 18.5 for $1 right now. But XDC, the introduction of the Electronic Trades Documents Act, ETDA, into UK law represents a seismic shift in the way businesses can trade internationally, enabling companies to transition off paper-based systems and into the digital environment where we can make trade cheaper, faster, simpler, and more sustainable. And once one country goes live with this, other countries are going to start paying attention. They're going to want to move in this direction as well. But what do you think is going to happen when this goes live? Most likely, I don't see any price movement for XDC right out of the gate. But I think we're going to start seeing XDC climbing up slowly. And as more and more countries get involved in digital trade, the price can rise faster and faster over time. Lloyds Banking Group has invested 3 million euros in technology company Iningio to expand its use of digital documentation in trade. You know why Lloyds Banking is getting involved in this? Because they don't want to be left behind. They see this as something massive, and they want to make sure they're involved. And other banks and other countries are going to want to get involved in this too, as soon as possible, because they don't want to be left behind as well. Going digital, banks and authorities face shifting TBML threat. So the digitalization of trade and financial services is transforming the threat posed by money laundering criminal organizations, according to a report from EU law enforcement agency Europol. Trade-based money laundering, where seemingly legitimate trade transactions are used to move the proceeds of crime into a formal financial system, has long posed a challenge to the industry. The amount laundered through international trade is estimated to total billions or even trillions of dollars per year. And that's why XDC will fix this problem. Every single transaction will be made record of. You're going to be able to go and trace down the money all along the way. And that's why other countries will want to implement this as soon as possible as well. When you're talking that kind of money, they're definitely concerned. You know, if it was a few $1,000s here or there, people would say, oh, well, it's just a couple grand. But when it's billions and trillions of dollars, people start to pay attention. So how to prepare for the dawn of paperless trade. And you see, check the availability of digital documents. Understand your own usage. Scrutinize your policies. Track your bank's digitalization journey. Consider digitalizing elements of the full transaction. Now, what I like about XDC is we have two possible catalysts that could start sending this cryptocurrency skyrocketing. Number one is digital trade. The second phase will come in November with ISO going live. That could add value to XDC as well. That's why I said right now it looks very cheap. Later, people are going to wish they could come back to this time right now and buy up this cryptocurrency. So first DeSci project on XDC network, MVP and pilot successfully completed. Now I really like the idea of this, and I like the idea of it being built on XDC. Decentralized Science, or DeSci, is one of the newest real-world applications of blockchain which empowers scientists to address the critical issues plaguing modern science, such as funding, peer review, publishing, intellectual property, and copyright ownership. DeSci can enable a more decentralized funding and research commercialization model that is resistant to censorship and free from the control of a few organizations and corporations. It promotes open science, encourages scientists to undertake breakthrough research, and creates incentives for scientists and the public to become part of science research. And this is what they plan to use. So V-Science enables researchers to raise funding for their research using IP NFTs. IP NFTs tokenize the real-world assets of the researchers, their discoveries. Using IP NFTs, we merge legal contracts, research agreements, and data with smart contracts. These IP NFTs will prove legal ownership and transactions and allow control access to underlying data. I really like the idea of this, and I think this could bring a lot of value to the network over time. And once other scientists see this, they're going to want to get involved with this as well. This could grow into something very big over time, and I like the idea of it being built on XDC. According to XDC tokenomics documents, it's deflationary. And I want to talk about this because I think it was either the last video or the video before that. Somebody said, the reason I'll never touch XDC is because it's inflationary. And that's not true. There are three forces at play when considering the total supply of XDC. Pre-mining of XDC, minting of XDC, and burning of XDC. 37.5 billion XDC were pre-mined at the creation of the mainnet. Masternodes created an estimated 86.7 million XDC per year as a reward for validating transactions, which applies an inflationary pressure to the total supply of XDC. As smart contracts execute on the XDC network, a portion of the transaction fees are burned, which applies a deflationary pressure to the total supply of XDC. Eventually, the number of XDC burned through smart contract execution will outpace the number of XDC minted through masternode operation, which will cause the XDC network to become deflationary. So there you have it. It's deflationary. Then there's this. So this comes from Prime Numbers. Our CMO, Bruno's Crypto, tells us the updates from the last month and the ones that are yet to come. Now, one thing I want to point out is they got a listing on MEXC, but yet MEXC has still not listed XDC. And I have an affiliate with them. And every single day I send an email over, why do you not list XDC yet? And still I got no answers. But take a listen to this.
Hello everyone, I'm Bruno Sammartin, CMO of Prime Numbers, and in this video I will cover the last updates of our ecosystem and also what's coming in the next months. So last week we attended Token 2049. It was the biggest crypto event in Asia. It was in Singapore, and I have to say that our team got new partnerships that you guys will see very soon. We also got listed like 2 or 3 weeks ago in MEXC. MEXC is quite a big exchange, so we are opening the borders to our ecosystem and expanding and growing our ecosystem. This is quite important for us, and we are working on new listings that will come in the next months. We also have been working on Prime Numbers Finance, on Prime Finance is the new name, so you guys know. It's ready, guys. We are just waiting for the audit so we can go live. This platform will increase the total value locked of XDC, the value of XDC, and the value of Prime Number Labs as a company. Also, we are attending in the next weeks the European Blockchain Convention. This is the biggest crypto event in Europe where we are going to be representing XDC. We will go along the XDC team, and myself, I will be a speaker where I will represent Prime Numbers, the XDC network. We're very excited for what's coming in the next months, so follow us and make sure that you have your notifications on because there are a lot of updates coming very soon.
Now, I like Prime Numbers, and the reason I like it is because that's going to lead to passive income in the future, but they changed it now to Prime Finance, and that's what I'm really anticipating. On top of that, you see how they said they're going to add value back to the XDC token over time as well. And that's another thing everybody that holds XDC should be anticipating. So boom, 80% of the payment volume worldwide will use ISO 222 standards by 2025. Now that's why a lot of people think you have until 2025 to get invested. I still think 2024 is going to be a very big year for crypto. I think it's going to start at the end of this year and then roll into 2024. I'm talking about ISO messaging and the value of XDC rising. Plus you have digital trade. By then it should start really get going. And then 2024, we have the U.S. elections where crypto is going to be all the talk. People are going to want to know what crypto is. New people are going to come into crypto. They're going to try to break away from inflation and the traditional banking system. And they want to have something to look forward to. So I think we're going to see the rise of investors, and I think we're going to see the rise of crypto within the next few months. But I really don't think we have until 2025 to get invested. ISO 222 is an ISO standard for electronic data interchange between financial institutions. I am very bullish on the coins that qualify for this standard. Here are some of the coins that comply with this standard, and of course, XDC is one of them. Like I said, we have two possible catalysts for this cryptocurrency. But while it's still sitting at these low prices and people are still overlooking it, it gives us one more chance to continue stacking it before these prices are gone forever. And you know, I always like to look at the growth around, cryptocurrencies I invest in. And I think with XDC, there's a lot of growth happening in the background. We're just not getting the big announcements like we get around other cryptocurrencies. But little by little, we are getting there. Everything's getting put in place, and that new financial system is definitely coming. And that's what's going to make me continue holding XDC. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.